Listen, folks, at this point, you can tell that there is some type of psychotic spirit that has taken over our country.
When people talk about patriarchy and misogyny and they try to give examples, I love it. But I do think the most obvious, glaring example of the patriarchy is the fact that we have never, in the history of time, ever had a woman be the president of the United States. It almost has become, oh, well, that's just normal. No, that's not normal. Men are the only ones who have ever held the highest position in the government. No woman. But yes, we're so equal. Oh, well, actually, we're legally not equal to men. And that is a great point. How could a woman even be the president of the United States when we don't even have equal rights to half of the population that the woman would be governing over? Anyways, I interviewed Michelle Obama, and I was just talking about this on my Instagram, but I wanted to say it here. We are in a horrific time in the world. There are no words to even describe what is happening. And I think as a creator, she talks about how you essentially, if you have a platform, you have a load. And I think it's painful where I'm like, it feels so self-indulgent to be posting selfies and to be posting all these things right now when it's like, look at what is happening in the world. And I'm not saying that people need to use their platforms 24/7 for change and to be so serious, because I think something that's so beautiful about the internet is it brings such levity and humor, and it gives us an outlet from all the fucked up shit that's going on in the world. However, when Michelle talks about the reason someone should not have a third term is because we need new voices, we need new ideas, and that is where we all come in. This older generation did some great things and did some horrible things, but it is now time for our generation to actually step up and to talk and to be honest about what we want out of this country. I don't know. I personally left just feeling inspired, and I'm not saying that Call Her Daddy is going to just change overnight, but I do promise to have honest conversations. I have done multiple episodes on women's rights, and so many.
Oh my gosh.
Now we have to do work.
I don't know when this lady will stop this. Every single time she is on the news, it is about things linking to race. That is not all. A question surfaced to Michelle about Trump. If Trump changed the rule and decide to run for president, would she consider Obama running for the third time? This is what Michelle Obama had to say.
If Trump does change the law and runs for a third term, hypothetically, do you think your husband would consider running?
I hope not.
Michelle.
I would actively work against that. You know,
The whole world starts crying.
I would be at home working against it. You know, and maybe a lot of people be like, good, we don't want him anyway. And I'm like, yeah, that's what right.
Okay, so you're like not interested.
This is a hard job. And it requires new energy, new vision all the time, new ways of looking at the world, right? So I do believe that 8 years is enough.
Look, I love President Obama, but I'm against third terms. It could mean 12 years of J.D. Vance, all right?
Yeah. But beyond that, I think term limits are good. I don't believe, I know that.
They should work for the whole entire
Well, because
government.
if you're not having to bend the knee to whoever's in charge because you might be primaried and you only have a limited run, you're more apt to make decisions and to vote on what you think will really help people. You're not beholden to your party loyalty.
Listen, for most people running for president, it is and has to be a family affair. And so if Michelle is saying no, it's a no. And I remember the first time I met the Obamas, which must have been like 2006. So he was a senator at the time. He was in Miami promoting his book, The Audacity of Hope. And I was with Michelle at the time. And she said to me, I told him he can do this. He can only do it once. If he doesn't win, this is it. So I told him, yes, I'm with you.
She's the boss.
Yes, no, he rightfully so respects her, and they have a marriage of collaboration, and it's got
I would vote for her, wouldn't you?
Okay, that's another question.
She's made it very clear that she does not want to run, that she...
Someone told me that she usually put out some of these soundbites, maybe just to go viral on social media. It is like when they stay a longer time without talking about her, she will just look into something relating to race and spew out. So you have to go to the market and be checking, oh, this design is made from this. Why should that be happening? At some point, I don't know why some of these people do this every single time. This division is just too much, and she spew it every single time. Look back months ago, she was saying something similar, but in a different way. If we start looking at things like you must buy things from this kind of, at the end of the day, we are going backward. Yeah. We are not moving forward.
Let us be mindful, I think would be my advice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now we have to do work to make sure our closet has a diversity of designers. She's not talking about make sure you have pink, green, blue, and black and white. She's like, make sure you have people of color designing the clothes, or somehow you've fallen down on your inclusive whatever duties. Do you do that, Will? I'm sure when you got dressed today, did you look into Patagonia? Like what is the color, the skin color of those behind the brand?
Oh, yeah. If they're not white, I won't buy it. Yeah, it has to be from white people. But it's imperative. Yeah. What ridiculous. They say there's all these race issues in America, and racism is the biggest issue, and we have to fight against these things. And you have the most famous people in America constantly always talking about race any single time that they can. And you want racism to be solved, just shut the hell up. Like, you don't have to talk about these things and say anything, and there will be no bad race relations in this country like the way these people proclaim that there are. But they keep bringing them up and saying things like that and pitting us against each other, making it so that now I have to be here looking like, if I say, oh, I only want to buy from white people, then I look like this horrible person. It's all hypocrisy and nonsense, and these issues only exist because of people like
That's where it ends for me.
That is simple. If you look at something and it looks good, you will not go into checking, oh, it's from a black person, it's from a white. That is not okay. If you start bringing in race into this, if white people decide today to look at certain brands, the way Michelle is saying, I'm telling you the truth, many businesses would shut down. Yeah. In my entire life, I've never seen someone actually really advising young people like this. I've never seen it before. I understand people raise bait. Yeah, they do this every single time in different ways. But for a first lady to sit down, advise young girls, like, you should be mindful. You should, it is not okay. Now, her talking about Barack Obama running for the third time. Michelle Obama is not aware that Barack Obama is not really relevant again. If he considered today to run for president, a lot of people will not vote for him. Yeah, that time has passed. We are in a different area. Look at when Obama is out doing campaigns. Nobody is listening to him any longer like they used to do before. So things have changed. Even if the rules are changed, like he decide to do that, nothing will happen. Her talking about how being a president is difficult. I know she's fond of that. She likes to complain. I think I'm going to end the video here. Please share out the clips. As of the short clips you see at the end, that is for the white algorithm.
And then literally minutes after announcing...
So sorry for what is happening in Minneapolis.
Just make it worse.
Bill Maher, you give us so much. But
also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously. And
just so much nonsense.
I'm pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre...
power of the law and that no one stands above it.
I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock.
Here you go.
$1,500.
Let's see if they get the...
Well,
I want to see them get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
You and your husband were friends with Robin Michelle Reiner, and
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one interview, she said,
We should have said nothing. The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yes.
Absolute horror. Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system. Lasting conversation too.
Yes.
It's like
If the government is not meeting the needs of its
Don Lemon is the dingleberry hanging off the